Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're looking for an advantage to the right. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Fakes the grab. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
They're going to run it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Trying play action. On the move to his left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to pull out.
On target. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive line.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sims. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed.
Going over the top. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Ducks will try to move the chains on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion. He pulls and fires complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on it.
Catch and stride inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He wants it all. And they will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And he makes the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So here comes the Michigan offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. He breaks the tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Armour. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Fires to the right. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He tries to take the top off. He makes the catch inside the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, the next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage. That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Back to pass on second down. Touchdown Wolverines! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia Southern showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Off-play action on first down. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Tight end now in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go speeding down the left side. Inside the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Got his man. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
As a defender, you use the sideline as the 12th man. That's another guy. You know the play stops there. He can't make a catch. Great job by the wide receiver, fighting for his space, catching the ball, and staying in bounds.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to pass, it's Armour. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Still looking on the move. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
He'll throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Ducks are on the move. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, the ground game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guy.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got it on the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking downfield, it's Armour. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Oregon! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
I was so excited for this game because is going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he tacks on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Bringing it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Sims. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. A dynamic return. Explosive and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking for a man. It's Armour. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw for it. He caught it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Pushes for the goal line. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he tacks on the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs.
He's loose down the left side. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs and lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Mountain West, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To the ground with the back. The end of that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Got his man quickly. At the 35, he's open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
From the gun, the running back has it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Powers through the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Sims. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Got it set up on the outside. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him.
Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The run to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Bringing the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Touchdown Wolverines! Stealing a score on special teams. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking downfield, it's Armour. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for them.
Running room in the middle. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to swing it on second down. He lets one fly deep. He's got it on the back. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up in the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Motion from the wideout. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Looking for a big play. Makes the grab on the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And he runs out of bounds and runs out of time here in the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw. It's Armour. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Off play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Armour. Gets rid of it. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught. There he goes. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback. And
touchdown, Oregon! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Southern Miss put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the Eagles in some time. Heck of a showing by the boys from Hattiesburg. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. It's a draw. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The run from the shotgun. Hard running there.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The play-action fake. Working that left side now. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. They go to the draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And this is one of those plays late in the game. If it works, everybody's jacked. But if it doesn't, everybody's complaining. You run that draw play, you're down, you need a big play, and you only get a handful of yards. This offense has got to go and got to go now.
The give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now second and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He's got it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Wolverines! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw. It's Armour. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Oh, he got loose. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Under a minute to go. Just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite him. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what we've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a W.
And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.